guessing who's our next guest? Not Salamate. You find it out yourself. We are at a doorstep at the entrance of a woman achiever. Yaar yosikringla? Here we go, Mookambika. Hello, she is our guest for today, and you are Mookambika of
Pollachi
and
of XPD 2470.
XPD 2470, an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll catch you on the chat. Cheers! Welcome to SoundPeg. Yes, I am with the woman achiever, Mookambika. Guess who is that? She's a great woman achiever, an inspiration to all of us, and has done something that I don't think any of us will think about doing it. I don't have patience to drive 18 kilometers to work, but this wonderful lady has done how many kilometers?
26,800.
26,800 kilometers. Now that's a big feat, yeah? So I traveled from Coimbatore to Pollachi, and I was like, "Kab pahunchne wale hai, kab pahunchne wale hai," and then I dozed off to sleep. I can't do just few kilometers of this trip. I don't know how she's done this with her co-partner Meenakshi. Unfortunately, she was not here because I had very little time. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and interview Mookambika.
And also Priya Rajpal from Mumbai.
Priya Rajpal is also her partner. So we will talk more about her. Yes, Mookambika, please tell us about your trip. She's there all over all the women's magazine, newspapers, and a very, very famous person in Coimbatore.
I'm Mookambika Rathinam from Pollachi. Basically a software engineer and love to travel and fond of driving. Been traveled around India, almost all the states of India, but for 2 or 3 states. And I was looking for a road trip which of course was not as big as this, but I came across Meenakshi's invitation for ladies, women to join her for this international road trip from Coimbatore to London.
Okay.
And so immediately I jumped in and we've done it after almost a year of hard work, I should say.
Wow, year of hard work and friends from Facebook. Now come on guys, social media, my friends in social media inspire me to do something exciting like this. Actually my video blog is not that bad, so this is an inspiration too. So tell us about your journey, you know, the countries that you visited, and really interesting facts that I'm sure our audience want to know.
We started from Coimbatore on March 26th and we traveled, the Indian leg was almost 10 days long, and we went through China, through Myanmar, Laos and Thailand. And of course in Thailand we had an issue of not having a papers, temporary registration for our car, and we had to sort out that issue, which is normally takes 1.5 months, and we had to finish it off in just 2 days. With a lot of help from the Rotary International Literacy Mission, Rotary especially, and also a few of our friends living there in Thailand helped us sort it out.
Wow.
And from there we went to China. Chinese leg was like almost 18 days. And then to Kyrgyzstan, Central Asian countries like Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. And then to Russia.
It feels like some Selvaraghavan music. But really nice. And after Kazakhstan?
It was to Russia,
Belarus,
and then to we entered Europe, to Poland and Slovakia.
So which was the most difficult leg?
The first 30 days, I would say, like until we reached Russia, which we thought will be very difficult, but wherever we thought it would be difficult, it was easy, and it was vice versa. Unexpected, the immigration was always a hurdle, like jittery, and you know, it was...
It's a worry if they are going to let you inside or no. Okay.
Of course they let us inside, but the time-consuming process and the checking, the frisking and the, you know, everything, the scanning of all these things, and we had huge... the half of a car was filled with the luggage, the spare parts of the car which we had to carry in case of emergency. And unfortunately, we didn't have to use any of those. Even the car didn't have a flat tire for once.
So that's fortunately you didn't have anything, and I should I think you should thank the makers. They have done a
Yes,
wonderful
it is
job
a
selling
Tata.
them.
It's a Tata car, and we wanted to take an Indian vehicle, and that's a good choice, I would say.
Tata, I'm sure, has the best car. So very nice. So, which is the most interesting country that you have traveled through? Most interesting. I'm sure we all have some kind of a similarity. அது வந்து தாய்லாண்டா இருக்கட்டும், மியான்மர் இருக்கட்டும். So ஒரு Indianness நமக்கு எப்பவுமே வரும். But probably countries like Poland, Hungary நம்மலாம் வந்து அவ்வளோ ரெகுலரா பார்க்கிறது கிடையாது. So நம்மளுக்கு அவ்வளவா தெரியாது. So which is the most interesting country that you have crossed?
Interesting, I would again say it is China, but for the amazing roads they had and all that. Because Hungary, that is Budapest or Bucharest, wherever we go, we could see a lot of Indian tourists there. We just had, in Europe especially, we just had one day for each country. So we just could see the main city in the evening. After reaching that city like Budapest, we could spend the rest of the evening there. That is all we could get. But China, it was like a longest 18 days drive in China, which was like 8,000 to 9,000 kilometers overall. So it was, we could see more of China, which nobody else could have got a chance to see. The southern part, like Sichuan, the Tibetan province, and the Uyghur province and all that. The roads were amazing, of course. One of its kind.
So, food all எப்படி manage பண்ணீங்க?
Food was, my partner Meenakshi Arvind, she was a vegetarian. And vegetarian! Yes, she was. And even for me, I eat only chicken and fish.
Chicken and fish it
was, we got cockroaches, a plate of the isal, what do you call that? Naitans or whatever. So we saw all that kept in plates, and we couldn't show them that, they'll take it and fry it and give it back to you to eat. So it was difficult in China, especially food, and both of us lost almost 5 to 6 kilos each by the time we could cross China.
So very nice. So before we move further about your trip, we are very, very, very keen to know, how did you manage your house front?
Yes, I have an 8-year-old daughter.
8-year-old daughter.
And almost last year fully I was not at home.
Yes,
like working for all this planning and everything, finding sponsors and all that. So the whole family was a good support. My mom, my sisters, everybody, like they took care of her, and in my absence, it is difficult, right, with an 8-year-old daughter.
True.
It was okay.
You were.
Now she's like proud of me.
Yeah, I'm sure she's proud of you. Even we are proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, you brought the name of Pollachi, Coimbatore district to the achieving map. So yes, I wanted to know, how did you both start this idea of traveling? Because எப்பவுமே வந்து women, when we think about it, we start thinking, you are குழந்தைங்க யார் பார்த்துப்பாங்க, வீட்டை எப்படி பார்த்துப்பாங்க. So all those thoughts are priorities for women. That's a fact of life. So how did you guys decide, okay, let's do it? What was your inspiration and how did you start doing it?
Actually, when the traveling gives you excitement.
A kick.
Yeah.
Nothing
will stop you from doing that.
Okay.
Once you start, and when you want to do something, nothing will stop you. You'll find you can't find excuses. So it has always been like that for me. Even my daughter had traveled with me for few of the Indian states.
Okay.
So she knows what I am like, and she never came across my dreams or anything like that. Meenakshi also, it was her dream, especially this trip.
So just curious to know, what is that spark?
She had already done a road trip from India to Thailand, 3 countries, which she's one among the 15 to 16 travelers. Only one woman, the rest of them were men.
Wow!
So she wanted
Meenakshi, I'm coming to you very soon.
She's like part of her, it was like a teaser for her to do that 3-country trip. And she fixed this route, and everything was already there by the time I went and became a part of this trip. So she was looking for women co-drivers, and she put it on the Facebook, and she in fact pinched almost like 400 to 500 people.
எனக்கு இப்படி ஒரு Facebook friend இல்லையேப்பா.
And it was 4 when we all started. And one couldn't come, Rukmani Shekhar, because of her father fell ill. He was like serious, and by the time we came back, he passed away also. Sad that she couldn't make it, but for that we were Meenakshi Arvind, Priya Rajpal, and myself. It was a beautiful journey, I should say.
I'm sure. So, is there some very, very specific incident that you want to share with us of your journey? Very, very something that we'll be like about.
First hour was like the roads. Roads was the infrastructure in general. It was amazing, especially in Chinese leg, and that was the best. And so after that, when we reached Europe, we had seen more of the better and best roads in China. So the all factor was in China. The tunnels was almost like 500 to 1,000 tunnels we would have crossed. 500,000
tunnels.
Yes.
I would be like a child who's traveling in Indian.
First 5 days in China was like tunnel after tunnel after tunnel. It was like,
how many days trip it was?
Totally 70 days.
70 days, right? So when did you reach China?
In China, we reached China by 20th day.
20th day.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
18th to 20th day. I'm not very particular. I'm not very sure.
Okay.
But 18 days overall in China.
Okay. So I'm sure you would have done shopping, or what was never
not much.
It was never in your list.
It was not in our list.
Okay.
It was, few small souvenirs.
Okay.
So
show us some of your very interesting souvenirs.
See this one. This was in Kashkar.
Kashkar! Yes! See this? Very nice. And it's what is it called?
This is I don't know what they call this. Is the normal parai. They have.
Nama tare tapade parai.
Yes.
Oh, nama parai. Wow! What a design, man. I really like it. Very nice. So this is from?
This is from Kashkar, China, the last city which we stayed, the Uyghur province.
Okay.
It's a beautiful place out there. Yes. Anybody should visit this place. It is unimaginable. We don't know such places exist. Because it was on our route, we could go there, and it is.
Usually it is not on our
touring list. It is just above our Kashmir, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because we don't have the.
So I should get my geography.
Entry from India to China anywhere, we had to go through the other countries like Myanmar, Thailand, and Laos. But actually, the Kashmir is just above Kashmir. Just maybe.
I'm sure the paintings here are very, very close to
Indian
North, the Kashmiri culture. Yes, it is. Next one. If you have something to know. So we have. What I'm going to show you is a really, really exciting story about her that has come in the.
This is another Buddha. Buddha, the one person. This is again in China. Where one person walked to this rock and he carved the entire Buddhist
he carved the entire thing. I think I've seen something very similar to the carvings and arts in Chandigarh. This is something really, really interesting.
Huge.
Look at this. This is huge, man. Huge. A person carving it himself.
He did for years, almost 10 to 15 years.
Wow. So there is this particular story about them as well, which is in one of the leading magazines. Very interesting. So this is called talking to probably the celebrities of Coimbatore. What is XPD?
XPD is expedition. We named it XPD 2470 because we did 24 countries in 70 days, 24,000 kilometers for the 70th year of Indian independence.
Oh, okay. Okay. That is excellent. That is why you have it like XPD 2470.
Yes.
Interesting. Here is your answer to know what is XPD 2470. It means 24,000 kilometers
in 70
70 days. Wow, exciting. So is this the exact route, or you have alternative routes to reach?
We can complete in 15 countries. Not necessarily we have to do 24 countries.
Okay.
But we wanted to do in 70 days for the 70th year of Indian independence. So those extra days we covered a few other countries like Bulgaria, Romania, Macedonia, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia.
Okay. So those are extra cities that you covered.
Yes.
Very, very exciting. So during your journey, I'm sure without support it's very difficult to have such a huge trip. So how did you manage? I think time, energy, a lot of money must be involved. How did that? So did you have sponsors?
Yes.
Did you have your own self-supporting yourself? Or how was it?
Of course, we put in our money also, but one part of the money was sponsored by companies like Roots India Limited,
Okay.
CRA Pumps,
Okay.
and Ramakrishna Group of Ramakrishna Hospital.
Okay.
And along with the Rotary Tech City and Rotary Akriti,
Okay.
is what we could manage to get the sponsors and the companies like Signatures to help us in print and social media.
Okay.
So it was few other people also in Coimbatore who helped us
Okay.
in planning and execution so that we could really complete this journey.
Okay. So did you have one single guide who helped you do this, or?
No, actually in 3 countries it was mandatory to have the guides, like
Okay.
countries like Myanmar, China and Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
Basically for communication, we had guides in those countries.
Okay. Okay. So it's only communication, but I'm sure every country when you go through, you'll have to refill yourself. So how did you manage all the diesel and the gas?
Diesel, in countries like Uzbekistan especially, they didn't have diesel at all.
Okay.
They had gasoline or something else. The composition is a little different.
Okay.
So in that country, we had to carry diesel from the previous country, that is Kyrgyzstan. And by the time we entered Kazakhstan, we had to empty the overhead jerry can, which we had filled the diesel. And every other country had different issues, which
Okay.
we had studied and planned earlier.
Yeah.
Accordingly.
So you customized your car
Yes, yes.
to suit this
No.
No.
The car is a normal ready-made car.
a Tata car.
Yeah, Tata Hexa car.
Hexa.
Yes.
So I'm sure all the people who are waiting to do this kind of an adventure, Tata Hexa is one of the best cars that
Yes,
you would
of
have.
course. We didn't even have a flat.
Yeah.
As I was mentioning, it was wonderful. It was a very good vehicle.
Okay.
We did 26,800 kilometers totally, and we didn't have any issues with
So
the car.
did you have any time where you had a breakdown or something like that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Fortunately, nothing.
Really? So from here to, I have my own kith and kin who traveled from south to the north, south to Delhi. So, they are always careful if there is a breakdown or no. So, it's very nice to know, even, when you're traveling countries, you don't have to face something like that. So,
We didn't have even a puncture.
really?
Yes.
Oh my God. It's awesome. So, here is the Rotary that actually supported them through the
Tech City,
journey.
yes.
And the
The
Tech
people
City.
from Tech City like Mr. Kuriyachan, Mr. Krishnaraj, Rajesh, and Badri. They stood with us from the day one and really helped us.
So,
in
did
very-
anybody ever ask you why only ladies?
No.
Not a single one? Wow, I'm so proud of the society that we live in, and especially
We
India.
drove for women empowerment to tell the world that Indian women are no more, sitting in the house and the bahu kind of a thing.
Okay.
So people really wonder in some places like Central Asian countries, but everywhere throughout the journey, they had one respect and love for India.
Okay.
The way we say India, in some countries they understand only if we say Hindustan, and some people call it Induma. Are you Induma? They'll ask, and the language was of course a barrier for proper communication.
But I think you had
But
guides
still,
to
yes,
support you
yes.
in countries.
Only,
which
yes,
is difficult. Okay, very nice. I had another question that probably we all women want to know. Did anybody say you can't do it?
There was in the beginning, like why taking so much risk and all that. But from day one, we stood and we were focused, and we were sure that we will make it and reach London.
Okay. So did you train yourself for any martial arts? Because the society that today
we were carrying like pepper sprays and.
So did you ever face a
not
situation?
Even once. We were treated so well, and
not only
no
in India but across the
anywhere.
countries that you went.
From Coimbatore to London, it was like.
So you see, we are not that bad as a society, but I think it's a lot of
the
situation that humanity is still alive in this world. So what's next?
Thinking of something big, but let's see.
So so I am giving you an open suggestion that I can always be a part of this particular team, because Mookambika is so sweet and I'm dying to meet Meenakshi, and I'm sure the kind of support these people have, it will be great to be a part of the team. So anytime, anything, please give me a buzz.
Thank you so much.
So let's move on to the next round that we have. Here we are for the rapid fire. I really like it because it's very exciting to know some things about people that we don't know. So Mookambika, rapid fire is not difficult. ரொம்ப டென்ஷன் ஆகாதீங்க. நான் வந்து ஏடாகூடமான கேள்வியெல்லாம் கேட்க மாட்டேன். So I'll make it very, very simple and easy for you. Some fun facts that probably we don't know or we keep guessing about you. So we start with India or London?
India, anytime.
Anytime?
Yes.
Pollachi or any other state in India?
Pollachi.
Pollachi, yes, she has a huge farmhouse in Pollachi, and this is where we are shooting. It's a very, very exciting place to be in. In the Mari Ado Engume Kadikathu, God bless this place. Bikes or cars?
Cars.
Cars?
Yes.
I
don't ride bikes. Sorry. No.
I'm sure you always prefer Indian cars.
Yeah.
Yes. Then books or movies?
Movies.
Movies. Which is your favorite movie?
Any Mani Rathinam movie?
Mani Rathinam sir, are you hearing? Your favorite music director, I'm sure, would be Ilayaraja. Ilayaraja sir, ketukanga. So, will it be outdoors or indoors for any activity? Fun?
Outdoor. Trekking, yes.
Trekking, yes. உங்க பொண்ணு உங்களை மாதிரியே ஆயிட்டு வராங்களா? Outdoor பிடிச்ச மாதிரி? Great. In terms of food, you just told us that you are just a chicken eater. You don't eat a lot of other meats that is there. So you prefer the Indian style or the continental style? Uppu chappu illama konjam continental la illa ella masala pottu
kaara sarama South Indian.
Kaara sarama South Indian. Wow. Kongu food.
Yes.
Wow. Some exciting dish in there?
Natukoli kolambu.
So next nama vandu whichever chef we are taking in our show, one of the kolambu will be dedicated to me.
Thank you. Sound good.
Travel or sleeping? And I know the answer, but I still want to know.
Travel.
A long sleep after great travel, I'm sure is exciting for you.
Yes.
So you like sunrise or sunset?
Sunset. I'm not a morning person.
You're not a morning person?
Yeah, very nocturnal.
So how was the journey? During the journey, did you...
We had to drive. We drove only. We made it a point to drive only the daytime.
Okay.
By the end of the day, we were not driving.
So
anymore.
Sunrise, you were ready to leave. Sunset, you were ready to sleep.
Not sleep, but we had to. We can't.
Yeah, obviously, you need a lot of rest.
Yes.
I think the body needs.
We didn't want to take risk also.
So, any incident that was not great during the trip?
Yeah, one was in Kyrgyzstan where we went to a different border. Instead of Kyrgyzstan, we went to Torgat. There was some miscommunication among the guys from China and also from Kyrgyzstan. So we were sent to the wrong border, and we were expecting a guide to be there, but he wasn't. And it was a big
challenge and learning.
Yes.
So
we had to spend the overnight with two strangers in a 10x10 room, and it was scary and everything. The officers helped us. The car, we didn't have the winter wheels. It was skidding, and it wouldn't start in the morning because the diesel got frozen. And
diesel froze. இந்த மாதிரிலாம் நம்ம இந்தியால கேட்க முடியாதுங்க. இதெல்லாம் அந்த மாதிரி ஊர்ல தான் கேட்க முடியும்.
Yes, we were in 13,500 feet high in Kyrgyzstan. It was all snow mountains, and there was heavy blizzard, snowfall, and all that, and it was a scary, a nightmarish experience.
I'm sure it is. Gym or yoga?
Yoga.
Yes. So a birdie told me, yes, the same birdie told me that you are
I'm an international yoga teacher, US Surveillance, 200 hours certified from Rishikesh.
From Rishikesh. Appa, yoga ka naam ready pa. What about your freedom or rights?
Freedom.
Any day freedom.
Yes.
Okay, you don't want to. You're not going to sit and stand for your right, but want to enjoy your freedom.
Yes.
Gossips are facts.
Facts.
Facts. Gossip la neenga nambalde kedayadu. Nambalde kedayadu. What about theaters or TV?
Theaters.
Theaters.
Yes.
Porma irukka ungalku theater poi paakradhukku?
Yes.
Irukka.
Yes.
So which is the last movie that you enjoyed?
Now it's quite some time I went.
I'm sure. I mean, last
year.
year, the whole of last year you were busy with.
Like almost 4-5 months back, a movie in Coimbatore. I don't even remember the name.
I don't think that movie has impressed her.
Rana Dagdati. No, it was a fantastic movie about the submarines and a dubbed movie from
Ghazi
Telugu.
attack.
From Telugu.
From Telugu, yeah.
Yes.
I know it was a
Yeah.
different. It's a Ghazi attack in Hindi.
That
You
was
covered
the
it.
last movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What about having fun in picnics or weddings?
Picnics?
Picnics.
Yes.
Weddings are more rush. The psycho.
Formal and dressing and all that.
Okay. And which is your favorite place? நீங்க போன countries சொல்லலாம் இல்ல any one particular village that you really enjoyed and
From here I always enjoy going to Valpare and there is one favorite spot there which I make it a point to go at least once 2 months.
Okay.
So that is my favorite any time, any day. Any
during the
time
trip
spot.
one place if you have to
During
choose
the trip, the beautiful spot which I would go back to is Kyrgyzstan. It was quite an amazing, unexpected, beautiful country as such, like Switzerland. It was really beautiful.
Okay.
Yes.
could
Kyrgyzstan.
really enjoy. Okay, that's it. The rapid fire is over. Thank you very much, Mookambika.
Thank you
so
so
much.
SoundPeg, Gita. It was amazing to be with.
Yes, the few
SoundPeg,
minutes that I've spent,
Soundarya.
I think I have shared great vibes knowing
Really
Mookambika.
Soundarya.
Yes,
I
is
would
it?
call her.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking time out, and I'm definitely going to make it a point to meet Meenakshi
in
and
the future.
Yes, I'm going to do that. Thank you so much, guys. That's all for this time.